Um, Hi, I'm here with.
Gabby Wolford.
What's your position at Emerald School of Excellence?
I am the assistant principal.
I chose Gabby because she's the principal of my school and she's a leader in the school and she's an entrepreneur and a CEO. She's vice principal, right?
Yes.
Yes. So she's high in power. She knows the deal. Okay, now I have some questions for you.
Okay.
What inspired you to pursue this path?
My own lived experience inspired me to pursue working with teens who are struggling. I had a difficult high school experience with my mental health and with using substances to kind of cope with what I was going through. So I kind of knew from the time that I started college that I wanted to work with people in that population. I never knew that I would work in a school. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have believed you if you told me like 5-10 years ago that that's what I'd be doing. But here I am, and this has been a great way to create a lot of impact with you guys.
Here you are. Okay, have you had any mentors or role models who influenced your career?
I have. I would say I'll start with just God. Obviously, being here is definitely a spiritual thing for me personally. It didn't feel like more of a choice, but a calling or something that kind of happened with many synchronicities that just led me to believe that I'm in the right place. In addition, obviously, my family for supporting me and my academic advisor in college and my research advisors in college were also huge influences in my life. And I had a lot of really great professors as well that took me under their wing and really mentored me, taught me a lot about the mental health field and how to make an impact. And then lastly, my therapist and Mary also have been big, just consistent sources of support for me. And I've learned a lot from Mary about, working in education and working in a school environment, because that's not something I have any training or experience prior to Emerald doing.
What qualities do you think are essential for a successful leader?
I think a successful leader should be someone with a lot of integrity, motivation, grit, but also someone who's empathetic, organized, pays attention to the details, is conscientious, focused, and knowledgeable about whatever their field is. You don't have to go in with all the experience in the world, but it's very important that you are a lifelong learner and willing to kind of get on your computer, Google, watch a YouTube video, and find some skills, because when you're building something from the ground up, everybody wears a lot of hats. It's just kind of necessary. So you have to be willing to jump in and get your hands dirty and not just be a delegator of all things.
What advice would you give to young women aspiring to enter corporate leadership or start their own business?
I would definitely advise women just starting out, considering being entrepreneurs or building something new, whether it's a business or something like Emerald, like a nonprofit or a school, to begin with the end in mind, but not focus on perfection, focus on progress. You'll never get started if you have to have the perfect amount of funding or the perfect set of circumstances. In addition to that, I would just advise them to be able to push through hard times, to lean on the people around them who have what they want or have built similar institutions to what they're trying to do, so you can take away that feedback and do what you're gonna want to do the best that you can. Just that goal in and of itself, I think, motivates you to look outside yourself for the knowledge that you'll need, the skills that you'll need, and the resources. Another piece of advice I'd say is collaborate. It can be very lonely, I feel like, doing something like that's brand new or starting something new. There's a lot of days you get kind of like stuck to some degree because you're having to do so many jobs at once. But leaning on people who are in similar positions can help make that a lot less lonely, can help prevent burnout. So taking care of you is also an important piece of it too.
What are some ways you think that we can continue to promote confidence among young girls to pursue corporate leadership roles? Like, how can we build their confidence? I think
Yeah.
personally, just like continue to show that it's possible for girls to, and that they deserve to just as much as guys do, and that they have just as much brain power and strength.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a big piece of it, Camilla, like starting with representation, like showing more positive models for young girls that show examples of women who, you know, are focused on their careers or who have built businesses or have had a lot of success in different areas, whether that's, you know, nonprofit or private sector or whatever it may be. In addition, though, I think we have to continue to move forward as a culture and target some of just the internalized sexism that we all kind of have within ourselves. That can be very limiting and pervasive just in our media and in conversation even too. So it's also about shifting the culture and letting women be more multifaceted as individuals instead of, you know, one-dimensional or objectified, and part of that is that representation piece as well.
Yeah, some takeaways that I had were just that if you're willing to work for it, then you can do it, and that you don't have to be this man with a bunch of money. You can be a girl like Gabby.
I'll see you guys not in the morning.
I'll see you in the afternoon.
11:30.
11:30
Here.
here, I'll have everything ready to go.
See you guys when you come to the 6:00.
Thanks for ruining the
My
interview.
school's out today, I'm gonna start.
And anyways, yeah, that's my takeaways. You can do it too. Be brave. Be strong. This is a brave space. Right, Gabby?
Absolutely.
Do that. Nah, we have